Howdy folks, today is Tuesday, November 11, maybe 12, 2019. We're looking at the front door. I still have plywood on the outside. John helped us hang it on Saturday. This one here is a door, that'll be the service door, and that'll go over and take the place of that. So today I worked on a lot of stuff. I'll show you what Linda did. I helped her out a little bit. But today I worked on putting on the doorknobs and the deadbolt. So this side is cherry, no stain, it's just the natural, and then varnish over the top. Got a deadbolt. Oh, I see. Okay, and then on this side, this is the outside, you'll notice that the door is a lot darker, and that's that African mahogany or sapele. So here it's sapele, here it's cherry, and there it's cherry. So you'll notice the darkness. Now the reason for that is that cherry would not hold up good, and we wanted to varnish. So what we did is we settled on sapele, and that's just a wood conditioner, just like everything else. And then out here we put Spar varnish, which is for exterior. Today what I did is installed that deadbolt and then this lock set. You drill holes, you mortise, and you mortise, and more mortising, where you cut a hole in here and put the black spot. Same thing here. So that's just a pine frame. So over here I have the screws used 3.5-inch screws. These glass panes are 4 individual thermal panes. We made this French divided light feature. I'll show you on the inside because both sides are the same. What we did is on the sapele side, which is the outside, and this side, we cut these little window stops, and they're cut back a little bit, and just ever so slight of an edge comes over and covers where the joint would have been, and you can see there's where the joint would have been all the way up had we not done that little detail. Takes a lot of work, but it's worth it. I think that, it's just a nice finishing detail. 4 ball bearing hinges. This is a separate panel, as is this. This door itself is 1 7/8 wide. That panel is 1 3/8. And again, we built this trim piece. It's cut back and then it goes in. Well, you can see how wide it is there versus on the edge. So there's an indent, and that holds this in from both sides. The other side is a sapele. This is a cherry. So when we sent this through the sander, and it was before we had windows on, or this trim, or the panel down here, the sander caught this board and broke it, and so I had to replace it after it came back. Some of the things when you're installing this, I have a kit right there that will you measure where you want the door handle. I want it 42 inches and I want my lock set at 52. And then I want a 2 3/4 inch back set, which means that's how far back this is. And you set that and then you just drill and drill and drill and drill. Remember, this is very hard wood. The sapele is hard. The white oak is hard. So this door, if I was to guess, between the man hours that Linda had helping me glue up stiles and any of the rails I pretty much did myself. She helped on those stiles, though that was big. She helped lay out the how this thing would look. She helped when we glued together the top and this cross and that and this cross piece and this. We glued that one night, and after it was dried, then we came and we put on these stiles on both sides to bring it all together. We carried this up on Saturday, John and Linda and I. John estimates it weighs 350 pounds, 300 to 350. Sometimes he exaggerates a little bit to make me feel good, but it was quite heavy. I was huffing and puffing. Linda still chuckles about that. But anyways, we made it. So anyways, it's been a good project. I'm glad we're this far. So thanks for following our progress.